BBC CWR.
CWR Breakfast.
With Phil Upton.
9:14. And we've got James Luxford on this morning. James is our movie reviewer on a Thursday on BBC CWR. He's from the Radio Times newspaper, magazine and Metro newspaper. He's Stratford-upon-Avon. He's our very own. And instead of going out to the cinema, we're now staying in with James, because staying in is now the new going out. James, good morning.
Good morning.
How was your weekend?
Not too bad. A lot of catching up on DVDs and movies I haven't caught just yet.
Cool. Anything in particular?
We caught The Invisible Man on during the weekend, which my wife hadn't seen. So yeah, we're not normally horror movie people, but we sort of watch through closed fingers there.
Good stuff. All right. So there's one recommendation there. James would normally recommend movies to see at Coventry and Warwickshire cinemas. With cinemas being closed down, he's on here now to recommend TV, box sets, stuff. This morning, James, we've said to you, the challenge we set you this morning is 3 films we should have seen already, but I bet lots of us haven't. So what have you come up with?
Well, how about this one to start? Braveheart on this evening, 8 o'clock on Sky Action. It's the Oscar-winning historical epic starring Mel Gibson as a Scottish revolutionary, William Wallace.
And tell our enemies that they may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom!
He's incredibly powerful in that role, isn't he? All-star cast as well in that. Braveheart. Still, for many people, of course, you know, one of those movies that a lot of people have seen, but there'll be many that won't. How old is this now? 10, 15, 20 years old, maybe? Even older? I don't know.
It is coming up for its 25th anniversary.
Wow. All right. Do I feel old now? Blimey. All right. What was it that made this such an epic? Was it just Mel Gibson's performance in it? Was it the story of... I can understand why the Americans loved it, because it was, you know, another put down the Brits moment, put down the English moment, wasn't it? And they historically did that with the Boston Tea Party. But what was it for you that made this such an iconic movie?
I think it's easy to forget that this changed a lot of historical epic rules in movies, if you like, particularly the idea of the sort of big, very complicated, very at times graphic battle scenes that we would see later in things like Saving Private Ryan. Almost every war movie that followed it. This was kind of one of the first that went that bit extra, that got into the mud of a battle scene. So it was that, and it was also Mel Gibson. He's just terrific there. I mean, there's so many ways in which he could have fallen down with this kind of performance, and apparently, sort of historically, it's still a little bit iffy. However, but it's just an incredible historical drama if you're looking for some big screen entertainment.
8 o'clock Sky Action tonight for Braveheart. Something a bit more family friendly next, James.
Yes, how about Disney's first animated film, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, based on the fairy tale of Snow White.
Hi-ho, it's home from earth we go.
Yes. We all assume, of course, we've all seen that, but there'll be many people who will know of Snow White, will know of the story, but not necessarily will have watched the film.
No, it is definitely one of those films you feel like you've seen through all the clips and everything, and also perhaps younger viewers who will have seen every new animated film out there won't have seen this. Actually was the first animated feature film. No one really believed that there was any interest in animated movies beyond short films, but Walt Disney obviously knew better, and it's just a terrific film. Still, all these years on, there's action, there's scary moments, everything you could want in a movie, and I think just a real showcase for animation, which years on will will give anyone of any age, I think, a good night at the cinema or home cinema.
Indeed, and quite interesting. I think if you've got the kids, to sit them down with that one, and then maybe sit them down with a Toy Story 4 or something really up to date animation, and go look at the difference. From the first to where we are currently, almost kind of a little mini film studies class there, which I'm sure you'd approve of, James, being a film student yourself. But now that's on Disney Plus, isn't it? From tomorrow.
Yes, this is the new service from Disney, which will have all of the archive and everything. But I think just, as you say, to show the younger viewers where it all started, and also these movies. The good thing about animated movies is if it's good, it's timeless.
Yeah. Disney Plus, Disney's new Netflix-style service, and it's a Netflix pick. You've gone for your last one for us today.
Yes, the musical, I think 80s musical of Annie, which is of course the classic story of the orphan called Annie who dreams of a better tomorrow.
It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us.
Yeah, and they had a remake of that a couple of years back, didn't they? But that's the original.
Yes, there was the remake was I think produced by Will Smith and starring Jamie Foxx, but this is the original, and I just think it's a terrific movie. And I think at the moment, maybe not everyone's feeling great about the situation in the world. We need uplifting movies. We need these classic stories, and what better message is there than the signature song, The Sun Will Come Out Tomorrow. I think that's something we all need to hear at the moment.
That's a good shout, James. Really good shout, and it will, because I've seen the weather forecast. But I like the essence of that choice. Really good choice, James. Really appreciate that. You're going to come back on Friday, yeah, and pick some stuff for us to watch over the weekend coming. Stay safe, stay healthy, and hopefully speak on Friday morning.
Thank you.
James Luxford, our movie previewer. You can follow him on James Lux Ford Film on Twitter. He also does movie and TV reviews there. And you can read his stuff, of course, on the Radio Times magazine and the Metro newspaper as well.
BBC CWR. Make a difference.